Right, where the Hebrew Israelites would come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, the land on which we stand, also known as the United Snakes of America, soon to be destroyed by nuclear fire. All right. And this whole clown world is coming to an end quick. Very quick here. First and foremost, and as always, all praise is due to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem HaKadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops at GMS, including the elders that came before them, taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word, truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The shalom and salutations to Aqua, the listener and the learner. OG. Shalom and salutations to the 144 and the elect. All right, we come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this place. Clearly going down like lightning. All right, to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, Native American, Seminole Indian, and Speckled Bird. Get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, and get back in order. All right? Look at OG. OG, where's the bike at? The Book of Amos. Verse 8, going all the way home to the beginning, Fort Beginning, Georgia. Amos 9 and 8, behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. So you got niggas out here saying that everybody can make it, right? At this late stage in the game. Here it is. We done been out here for years and years. You got so-called veterans that been out here just as long, right? As some of the apostles. And doctrine changing every season for that matter. All right? Now is the time to be making sure whoever you're following has the 100% truth. Because you are being led into that ditch right now as we stand. It's easy to see. It's easy to see the waxing worse and worse. It's easy to see that the microchip is the mark of the beast. Right? If you can't see that, you're already, you got one foot is in the ditch. Because you got one foot in the world. Now is the time to be turning your back on the world. You following a snake charmer right into the pit. Snake pit. All right? And Jake is catching hell right now. Why? Because the Most High started at his own sanctuary. Meaning those of you that claim to know who you are. So if the spirit is on IUIC, or IUI Caesar, as I renamed it, IUI Caesar, then the Most High has already started with you. And it's pretty obvious to going down fast that you're locked in a cult. You can't get out. Okay, because your pride is not going to allow it. Your pride is not going to allow you to get out of the cult. You're scheduled to go down with the Titanic. You want numbers and converts so everybody can see you in your fancy garment, while you laugh and scoff at the true men of the Lord out here looking bad. All right? What will you do when they begin to persecute us like they did Yahushua? You're going to laugh along with them. Right? How is it that you're IUI Caesar and you can't see that you have to be treated the way they treated Yahushua? Right? How do you not pick up your cross? How do you not prepare yourself for the persecution? Oh, you get to go around it. There's no such thing as Jacob's trouble. There's no such thing as ain't no microchips. And you got to pay for all of that, man. You got to pay for all that bullshit. And then you're making up. You're just telling on yourself. Why would you make up a fake magazine cover? Why would you put yourself on a fake magazine cover, flash the Baphomet, and exalt yourself? Why would you do that? All right? And there's an answer. The answer is the Most High got you. Right? Even Johanna ain't done that. Right? Even Bubble-Eyed Blackfish didn't come in on a horse, didn't create a Jet magazine or whatever, put yourself on the cover of it, flash the Baphomet and the Thinker at the same time, as though nobody could see that. Now I'm going to tell you who can't see it. Your converts. Okay? The people in purple and gold can't see, nigga, that you're throwing up a Baphomet knowingly. That didn't happen on accident. That's bad. You know what is really bad? When this devil can openly be the devil and everybody's like Gil Bates, right? You got your boy Gil Bates. He'll come out and tell you he's killing you. I'm poisoning the food. I'm poisoning the meat. And you guys are going to love it. We'll get everybody's attention next time. Well, next time is here. All right? I want to see. I want to see people falling out, bleeding from the orifices, orify, if you will. All right, what's going to happen? Hemorrhagic fever, food. Remember how they started it last time? I think it was Dimcad. I was watching Dimcad, the big brother, and he said that for the first 2 weeks of the last pandemic, that they had his ass scared the first 2 weeks. He said, we saw that footage coming out of China, and that scared a lot of people. What did they have? Take 5 steps, fall on your face, and start shaking, doing the kicking chicken. That would scare anybody. Fool said he had on full NBC mask and mop level 4. Hey, well, that's what it's going to be this time. It's going to be a real agent, a real pathogen on your ass this time. You think not? And that's going to scare a lot of people. I'm not going to put on the mask. You can put that mask on. You can put the mask on. You can put 3 masks on. Two-thirds more people are going to die. Starting with who? Amos 9:9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. Because the sinful kingdom, right, talked about, it's talking about you Jakes. Right? We use that for today, for the time that we're in. Right? Because the Most High is going to destroy this place from off the face of the earth with those nukes. All right? But look at Jake right now. They're destroyed. Completely destroyed. But there's nothing new under the sun. And now we apply this particular scripture, right? Specifically Amos 9:8, we apply that to today. And this devil, this Edomite, and his sinful kingdom is not Babylon the Great, the most sinful kingdom of all, right? That then brought in all of this wickedness from every corner of the world and all the generations and all the kingdoms before, all rolled up into one. That's why they call it the Great. All right, the Great City. Babylon, the Great City. Soon to be destroyed, right? Like ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, like ancient Egypt. Okay? By nuclear fire this time. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel. That's how you know it's talking about Jake. Right? Because it comes back and tells you, behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it. And then it comes back and tells you, for lo, I will command and sift the house of Israel. That's who it's talking about. The sinful kingdom of you Jakes. And boy, it's funny that you can't wake up. It's funny that you can't see truth. But that's just the way it's got to go down. We get it. You're stuck. You don't have a choice. You can't see, you can't hear, you can't understand a damn thing being said to you if somebody spelled it out and broke it down in plain English. And it's okay at this point. We understand, but we still got to be out here. Still got to lift up our voice like a trumpet. All right? Amos 9:10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent it. Well, die by the what? By the Most High sword, who is Esau. And that sword is perfectly furbished right now. Sharpened. Right? And he's out there using it right now. All right? People are beginning to wake up to how many fires are out kindling not only Babylon the Great, but this devil is up to his old tricks. What's he doing? He's pulling the old scorched earth routine where they set the land on fire, burn your ass up out of it, lock you in, burn you up, come in and take what's left, and if you're still alive, they got some Red Cross for your ass. Right? They got some smallpox blankets, some Red Cross, Red Cross tops. Right? No, they got some real help for you. The first 2 weeks they withhold the help. The second 2 weeks they run in talking about, we'll help you right off of your land. We're taking it. There's nothing you can do. If you're still alive, then let me help you with that so I won't have no resistance whatsoever. Let me help you with that problem you have of breathing. You're still breathing? Let me help you. I got some breathing assistance. Gil Bates will come up and say, oh, you guys are breathing? Well, shit. Let us help you fix that. Are you still alive? Let's fix that. Okay? Here it is. You got a clean bill of health. But this guy's like this. No, come in for a checkup so we can fix that clean bill of health. We got some seedless watermelon over here that we genetically engineered all the nutrients right out of it. We got plenty of that. That's free. Let's take the seeds and the nutritional quality out of our frankenfood, and then you can eat. Right? Well, you wash pot better get ready to do all you heathens better get ready. Don't come out here and poke out your mouth at the kings and the rulers of the new world. No, you ain't got no necks, Moab. You don't have necks. You got a little plan. You're sneaking in your people from the southern border. Guess what? They're going to burn up too. They're being led here. The greatest ambush and Trojan horse ever are being laid for your ass right now. Okay? You're walking into a burning house. You, Mao, the Little Red Book, and Martian Lucifer Coon. Okay? Run right up into Babylon the Great as though you're going to flip it. You're going to get flipped. All right? All these fires leads me to believe that these people think they're going to rise a phoenix up at that. That's what Oprah said. Oprah mentioned a phoenix. Oh, there's a bunch of phoenixes about to rise up out of these ashes. That's what she said. Right? Speaking first of Lahaina, she said a lot of phoenixes. Was she referring to all these fires, not just Lahaina? Of course, the top witch is going to put a spell out there. Of course. Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. So at the same time, right here it is, you got the 2/3, right, being utterly destroyed, and you got the 1/3 being saved or raised up. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that has fallen, right? Which is what? The third temple. The third temple is a spiritual temple. for you Jakes to wake up to and galvanize so that we can be on our feet standing after this place gets doused with water or cools down enough where we can come down and start cracking that whip and putting you heathen to work. Because you're going to work. You're not going to get a break. You're going to love the Sabbath day. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that has fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. All right, brother. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom. That's the land being spoken of over there. And all of the heathen, which are called by my name, said the Lord that doeth this. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. So there it is. Get your ass ready for the cotton field. Right? There's your job. There's the kingdom. And you can't have the bad without the good. Right? Our time for good, your time for bad. Right? And you 2/3, you demonic Negroes, are going to hang your head in shame that you came up against this word. It's all good, though. We all got a part to play. Right? Sometimes you got to look bad before you look good. Look at Yahushua. They had him looking bad out there. But shortly after, hey, it is finished. It is finished. First Peter 4 and 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. At the end of all things. See, these words inspire some and destroy others. Okay? What do you mean the end of all things? If you knew the end was coming, what would you do? Would you prepare? Would you put aside some water? Put some water back. What the fuck is that? Right? How do you put back water for the end times? How do you put back food for the end times? Do you go buy a Costco card? No. No. You trust in the Lord with all your mind, your heart, and you lean not unto your own understanding. There's not enough water. You can't put enough water on your back and walk down the street to last 2 weeks. That water has to be wherever you're going. If water is life, and they turn out the power, and you need a pump to even get water, Do you even have a pump? No, you don't. You don't know that it's vitiligo. Yo! Yo! The homie vitiligo. What's up, buddy? What's up? Yes. You talk about the old school right there. The homie. The homie 15 years ago. All right, brother. See, and the Most High did that. He sent he sent the homie through to check on me. All right, Slime. You should give him a burrito. Old vitiligo. Yep. You should give him a burrito. He goes, my burrito? I'm like, yeah. $5 might get you a burrito. A bad one. Today. But I mean, and see, that's the way the Most High worked. Right? He didn't even see me. I had to call out. I'm like, do I got my wallet? And then, see, that's how you're gonna get fed, though. He was, you know, he just happy to see me. I'm happy to see him, right? But see, it's that work, and in the time of trouble, Jacob's trouble, in the middle of it, it's gonna work like that. Most High gonna put you in the same path. Right? Here it is, you're hungry, you ain't got nothing. The Most High put you in the same path. You'll see somebody that you haven't seen. Hell, vitiligo could be an angel. You know? He could be an angel. And then when the shit goes down, he'll just appear and say, remember them burritos? And he just got an armful of burritos, right? And I'm like, oh, the whole time you were an angel. No, and I'm not looking, you don't look for those things. You do what is right. And this is how you prepare, right? You don't stack water. I mean, of course, get you some water, but there's no way that you can carry 3 weeks worth of water on your person wherever you go, or food, right? What do? That was an example. Vitiligo walks by, right? The Most High set the situation up where you'll run into each other. This time I got some money for him. Next time he'll be like, follow me. I got a stash. Right? We're all hungry. I see vitiligo, I'm like, Most High taking care of him, right? Just like that, right there. Okay? I hand him 5 singles, you know? Just, that's what we do. It's things like that, right? That you don't even think about. Turnaround vitiligo is an angel, right? With an armful of burritos. See, that's how the Most High works. So how do you prepare? Right? Well, you repent, number one. See, because he might not, he barely he speaks Spanish, clearly. And we got to kind of break our way through, chip our way through a conversation. But, it goes, really it just goes back to the spirit, right? Because that lift my spirit up. Just seeing it, right? And for him to remember some shit that went down 15 years ago. So, this thing is close, man. It's close as hell. People still walking without a care. It's all good. It's all good. Shit. When it's not all good, hey, when motherfuckers are scared to walk up and down the street, that's the best part of the movie. The best part of the movie is when the streets are abandoned and if you get seen out there, if you get caught out there, somebody's coming to get you. All right? Somebody is coming to get you. Right here. 1 Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch under prayer. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves. For charity shall cover the multitude of sins. And I didn't know Vitiligo was going to walk up. Right? But see, that's the homie. Vitiligo ain't never made me mad, never came against me. Most High put the spirit on me years ago. I would come out, I would bring, because it was so hot back then, it was genuinely hot. And we didn't really know what we were doing. Just came out in the middle of the sun, blazing out here. I believe it was genuinely more hot than it is right now. So we would bring out an ice chest, have water, Gatorade, orange juice, right? And then my wife at the time would make these burritos, right? Just little breakfast burritos. For me, she would make one for me. Then I'd get there and I'd be like, and I gotta share my burrito. So I made her just make up about 5 breakfast burritos, and whoever wants one can have it. And it turned into a thing, Some brothers didn't want it. Oh, I ain't eating that shit. Like, wow. Whatever. So I give them to, the homeless. I got 5 burritos. Vitiligo meet me here. A couple of them meet me here. Say, where's my burrito? Like, nigga, I got your burrito. Right? Shit, that was 13, 14, 15 years ago. Right? But, see, that's how the Most High works. You mean to tell me that vitiligo was an angel the whole time? Been out here doing this work. Hell, I saw Gilbert, was it last week? Gilbert from the same time frame, 15 years ago. These brothers know me. Used to know all of them. Chief. I ain't seen Chief in a while. What's this nigga's name? Eugene, the preacher. I saw Eugene last week. Was it last week? I came through here, I think Saturday. It was Sunday. Went to see the brother Azimawath, who's up here still spewing rhetoric and bullshit. Oh, Eugene. Eugene the Baptist preacher, spewing lies. Well, the Most High is reserving his ass for a special death. Right? You still ain't got it. Charity. Okay. Sometimes it's just who you are. You don't second guess it. Just be you. Be the best you that you can be. You take these precepts and you act upon them. You're gonna be all right. Peter. Read that again. It's good stuff. First Peter 4 and 8, right? First Peter 4 and 8, and above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. As every man hath received the gift, even so the same one, Salakia, even so minister the same one to another as good stewards of the manifold grace of the Most High. See? So, I pray for hopefulness, right? One of the things that you pray for. Pray for faith, hope. But, all you can do is hope that your shit is right, If you're being who you are, and then somebody walks up to you and tells you, man, dude, thank you, man, for, and not expecting that, but sometimes when people come up and say, man, you did this, you did that, right? I do it all the time. I go up to, man, thanks, man, for having me, or whatever. And it is what it is, but that's when you know that you're in good stead, and then continue to do that, right? Continue to do that among yourselves. What does it mean among yourselves? Hey, vitiligo could be, he could be one of the elect, right? I ain't never had a problem with it. I used to be scared of it. Like, nigga, is that shit contagious? But, after years, you can read somebody's spirit, right? And this dude, some people you just want to help because you could tell that they're right, You could tell that their spirit is right. And some you let them go by. Spirit ain't right. Yep. So, what do? You observe the time, right? How do you not know at this point that a shoe is about to drop? Everybody knows, okay? Everybody knows, and they're warning you. Some dumb shit is about to go down. Right? Hell, the fear mongering, right, is at an all-time high. All right. What does it mean that there's a hurricane on the West Coast? That means somebody's trying to scare the shit out of you. No hurricanes on the West Coast. A hurricane. We got a hurricane coming up. What are they doing over in Florida right now? Well, the biggest Category 29 hurricane is coming through. And then, when it hits landfall, it's a tropical storm. It's all fear-mongering. Right now, the land grab is going down. The land grab, as big as we can grab, is going down right now. Start a little fire, blow a little wind, steal a little land, and kill a lot of people. That's the time we're in right now. So if you're a real estate agent, go down to Maui and grab up what you can. Take a little yellow tape out, stake your claim, the land belongs to you. And if anybody wants to go heads up, then get you a good lawyer. You're good. All right. The guy's obviously a lawyer. Walking by. Startled in his deep thought. But, and we're the lawyers, by the way. We're the lawmen. We got the law. We understand the law, right? Who understands the law? The men of GMS, right? We got it. We got 100% truth. And Lord willing, we'll be exercising that law very soon on that ass. Okay? Consequences for your actions. Laser eyes for dissenters. Very, very precarious times that we're in right now, all right? Every day should be, right? You should, at this point, what matters? If you know what is coming, what's the only thing that matters? Is trying to do right before the end, okay? Back to the end. 1 Peter 4:7, but the end of all things is at hand. Be therefore sober and watch under prayer. What are you supposed to be doing right? If you understand that this ain't going to be no more, right? That there's only a few days left, what manner of persons ought you to be in? Gosh. 2 Peter 3 and 12. Salakia 3 and 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be burned up. Well, what do you mean the end? Well, the end is going to come in fire. You don't see all the fires around right now? You don't see not just North America or not just Babylon the Great, which is the United Snakes of America, but all North America, all South America, the continent of what they call Africa, which they used to call Ethiopia, which they used to call Gaddafi, what is it? Libya. It's all on fire right now. Europe is on fire, right? Why? Let me give you a hint. Maui's on fire. After the fire, 2 weeks after the fire, Maui was on fire again. Right? While nobody's looking. You got to get Japheth out the way so we can properly steal the land. Right? Because Moab thinks it's going to be the vacation spot when they take over. Sorry, Moab. You better get that detergent. Get that detergent out, fool, and get them soap suds popping. You got a job, nigga. Okay? We got continual employment for your motherfucking ass. And don't get my silk in my cotton. And speaking of cotton, all right, your brother Ammon better be out there getting them bales right. A bale a day, nigga. Oh, Lordy. You gonna jump down, turn around, nigga, in that day. Oh, Lordy. Jump down, turn around, and pick a bale. A fucking bale a day. 2 bales a day. Patsy picked 2 bales a day. She was one of my best nigger wenches. Second Peter 3 and 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? If you can't see that several continents are on fire as we speak, several. And when I say on fire, I mean on fire, not just kindling. That's a signal of an even greater fire coming that's going to get you no matter what. Thermonuclear fire. How you going to outrun thermonuclear fire? Well, you're not. Esau walked by like he got everything under control. You're going to burn up in that thermonuclear fire too. You're the one bringing it. You can't keep your hand off the butt. Damn murderous devil. Like somebody can't see right through you. Yeah, we're pronouncing your judgment. You're on trial as we speak right now. Here it is. You think you're going to the courthouse. You're in court. Judgment is being passed on your ass right now. What's up, baby girl?
How are you?
I'm good. You ready for a long day?
Ready.
I heard that.
Take it off.
That's right.
How about you?
I'm done after this. I'll be thinking about you. Yeah, she's crying on her lunch break.
You're good.
Have a good one.
Have a good day.
You too. No, I'm not out here to send out sunshine. I'm out here to let you know. Here comes death and destruction. You see it. You see World War III on that ass right now. Right? They're droning the hell out of Moscow. What does that mean? What does it mean that they're droning Moscow? You think Vlad ain't gonna tear some shit up right now? You think Vlad is okay with them droning Moscow? The Kremlin? every day. Every day, drones tearing Moscow. Who does that? Who drones Russia? All right, a straight provocation. That's a straight provocation. Okay, how close are we to the end? What kind of fire is Vlad gonna bring? 2 Peter 3:11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved. What do you mean dissolved? Well, there's Vlad right there in the mix. What manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. There's the fire right there. And Vlad is in the details. Okay? You can clearly see the world is on fire. Okay? And what would it be if, what would I if it be already kindled? Right? What would I? You're supposed to be able to put 2 and 2 together. You got niggas openly murdering people, stealing beachfront property, right? And I mean, when I say when I say openly killing them, what are they doing as far as stealing land? You're using directed energy weapons. That's fire, right? You think the Most High ain't coming back with supreme directed energy? Well, of course he is. Whatever you see this devil, and what is an example of that? Janus and Jambres. You got Janus and Jambres. The Most High is going to battle with Egypt. You say, okay, well, what you got? What you got? Pharaoh said, what kind of firepower you got? What does your God have, right? What kind of firepower does your God have? Well, Moses told Aaron to throw down the staff. The staff turns into a cobra. Pharaoh laughs like he got more firepower and said, bring me my magi, Janus and Jambres. They throw their shit down, right? Janus and Jambres are like, nah, we got this. And what happens? Okay? So, you got some real firepower, and you got inferior firepower. And we're about to see. We're about to see the difference between superior and inferior. Firepower, for that matter. Looking forward to it. Looking forward. See, because there's nothing left. If you understood that there was 2 months left before they lock your ass down again, and you can't leave the house, and you got to take a shot, and you're going to lose your job if you don't do what I tell you to do, all of that again, how many people are going to do what they call go postal? Right? How many people are going to go postal? If you lose your job today, would you go postal? I know a lot of you would. That is your God. Your God is your job. Here come the skaters. The skaters want to skate. Let's see. Real close. Going postal is going to be the norm coming up here. What's the name? What did the elder apostle Tahar name this year? The hopeful year of all the prophecies coming to pass. Well, guess what? We still got 4 months in this year. If they lock this place down between September and October, like they said, right? Postal is coming back. See? Postal. Hey, when they do this next shutdown, right? When they shut, and see, if it was just Babylon the Great, which is America, if it was just America they shut down, that would be one thing. But what did they do? They shut down the world. See, this is what people don't want to remember. Of course you don't want to remember. A lot of people lost their businesses, lost their family, credenza. For example, in Maui, you got those people, right? What are they doing? Those people, right, they call it generational. I don't know what they had generational, but they own that resort, they own that hotel, they own that business, making tiki torches, making palm hats and things of that sort. They've been doing that for years. And suddenly, not only do you no longer own the land, you don't have a house, you're getting shuffled off, you got to move to Oahu. Suddenly. Suddenly, life has meaning to me. Right? In one day. Right? It's going to take one day to throw down Babylon. Can you imagine? That's why they say like a thief in the night, because you niggas are not worried about shit. What manner of persons ought you to be? Right? What do you mean, seeing all these things shall be dissolved? Okay? That's letting you know this thing is going to end in a nuclear cataclysm. All right? So instead of trying to diversify your portfolio, right, shouldn't you be getting your spiritual bank account in order? Right? Well, how do you do that? Well, repent ye therefore and be converted. Repent ye therefore and be converted is what it is. But see, it's all good. It's all good until it ain't all good. And guess what? It ain't all good. It ain't all good. Here's $2,000 a month for everybody. But you can't spend it unless I tell you you can. And you can only spend this much on meat. And you can only spend this much on water. and you don't get no drink. You get no drink, right? And it runs out at the end of the month. No carryover. I know you used to make six figures, now you don't. Now you make as much as Ned the wino, and he gets the same amount as you do for free. How does that work? Well, maybe he can only spend from from here to here. You can buy products from the erasers to the Super Bowl, the power whistle to the X-ray specs. In that section, you can choose what you want. Because you have a, what do they call it? What they call your job, if your job is important, you're what do they call it? My job is important, so I have to go. It's I forgot what they call it, but they're gonna be calling it that again. What is it? Necessary. I forget. But everything CV that was is coming back. And you ain't ready. How many people are going to say, I'm not doing that again, and go home and kill the kids and themselves? Like the supposed Jacksonville shooter. He went and killed 3 Jakes and then killed himself. How much activity like that is going to be? What is it? High priority worker? Essential worker. Are you an essential worker? You're an essential worker. I'm on the dole, right? I get welfare. You both get $2,000 on your CBDC chip, right? What makes the difference? It's the programmability, right? I can only shop in this section or at this store because I'm a have-none. He can shop at this store because he's an essential worker. How are they going to work there anyway? How does that work? I'll tell you what, we're going to find out real soon, right? Because right under everybody's nose, CBDC is getting ushered in, right? This mischievous device is being slipped in right up under everybody's nose. And nobody knows. No one knows what the nose knows when the nose blows, right? Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All of them. The whole world got shut down. It's going to happen again. But they're going to jack you up so bad this time. Right? That you'll do anything to keep your job. See, if you're thinking right now, before they pull this shit, if you're thinking right now, what would I do without my job? Then you're ready. But what they're going to do is they're going to spring it on you suddenly. You can't continue to work unless you do what I tell you to do. Now take this jab. Take this jab and shove it. Job or jab. Take your prick. Right? You can keep your job. Take this jab. We're back there. We're back there. Men of the Lord are out here telling you right now, giving you the roadmap, how to get through this. You ain't hearing nothing. You want to keep your job? Just go take the shot. You want to keep your job? Just take this microchip and put it in your hand. Shut the fuck up and do what I tell you to do, and you'll be fine. Everything will be just fine. That's what they were telling the people in Maui. The day of the fire, everything's going to be fine. 3 weeks later, everything's going to be fine if you get the hell up out of here and I don't have to put you to death because we're stealing your land right now. It's a land grab. Don't you understand that this is a land grab right now? You'll be in a 15-minute city and somebody else is stealing the land that they're going to have the Hunger Games on, right? Here's the sanctuary city over here. Over here, they're starving, getting ready for the Hunger Games. Well, the infrastructure for the Hunger Game is being set up in front of you, right? Just wait until they shut everything down again. Hey, they put up a lot of 5G towers the last time they shut it down. Sneaking in that infrastructure. You know how people are going to get sick? You hit that 5G. The symptoms of whatever Miley Cyrus they got out here. That comes into play. The symptoms for what they call the pathogen are identical to when they turn on the 5G. Now that they got it installed everywhere. How about that? How do you get out of that? Well, this devil is slick. Which is why when it says that you got to be wiser than a serpent and harmless as a dove, well, who's the serpent? That's this devil. You got to be wiser than the devil himself. He was wiser than Daniel. Now you got to be wiser than this damn devil. Wiser. Wiser, bud. You got to be wiser than this damn devil. Because what is he doing? He's stalking you, right? He's clinging. This devil is in desperate straits, right? He sees all over the world his kingdom coming to an end, getting kicked out. Every place he done went and stole all over the planet, he getting kicked off of that land right now. Give me the land back and the natural resources. I'm tired of you being the damn devil. Second Ezra 6:22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. That word suddenly, right? That word suddenly. What does that mean? That means you ain't watching. You're not standing on your watch. You don't understand what's going on. You're being played. Can you imagine getting played out of your fortune? Right? Your 401k. I got a 401k. I got annuities. I got a nest egg that's worthless. What do you mean my shit is worthless? Okay. Well, let's go ask what the hell is going on in France. They calmed that one down, didn't they? Stole their money. I guess, what can you do? You could riot for how many years? 3 years in a row. What you gonna do? Stole your money fair and square. Your money's gone. Your money's gone. You have no job. Do what I tell you to do. You're my slave now. Stick this microchip in your hand or in your forehead. What manner of person ought you to be? Knowing that mutually assured destruction is coming, right? The handwriting is on the wall. You can clearly see that this thing is over. Second Ezra 6:23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. Suddenly afraid. I thought that was Speedy coming back from the dead. Speedy! That ain't Speedy. But he did have a little quickie though. You're supposed to be able to see that it's a done deal. All right? There's only the cook-off. You know what it means to cook off a grenade? Right before it explodes, you got to count it. You got to cook it off. Before you let go of the pin, right? Before you let it go, what you got there? Before you let it go. Right? Give it some time. Well, that's what we're in. We're in the cooking off spot right now. You're supposed to be able to see. Oh, it's all going to hell in a handbasket. How You should be checking the exits right now, right? What does it mean to check that? You got to have an escape route, right? You don't have an escape route? Second Ezra 6:24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand still. The earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. All right? So, hey, you better take heed to this word right now. Right? It's easy, but you don't have no faith in the messenger. Right? Don't kill the messenger. It starts with Yahushua. Don't kill the messenger. You kill the messenger, you have no faith in the message. Now what? Now you're caught out there because when it was time to take heed, right? Oh, you had it all together. You had it all together then. You wasn't thinking about the latter end. Well, what is the latter end? We're in the latter times, right? Let me jump back up to 9. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Let's start at 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Well, we're talking about the end of this kingdom and the beginning of the kingdom of heaven, which is the most significant thing in existence. Okay? And we're supposed to come out here and say this, and nobody's supposed to hear it. It's supposed to fall on deaf ears, so when your ass dies, you won't be able to say, well, I didn't hear it. No, nigga, your name is deaf ears. It's fallen on you. Your name is deaf ears. You ain't trying to hear shit. Therefore, when it goes down, your blood is off our hands. All right? Second Ezra 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So this is what we're out here for, to let you know that we're at the end. And it's not worth going to work for the next 2 months just to lose your job. What you should do is quit now, right? Which is to come out of her, my people, walk away and start refining your camping technique. All right? On being a pilgrim. Work on your technique of being a pilgrim out here. It's what it is. If you can't be a pilgrim out here, it ain't gonna go well. You can't carry 2 weeks of water on your back. Somebody is going to have to lead you to water. Somebody's going to have to bring you food. It might be a blackbird. It might be a crow. If you think you can put 2 months of food on your back and walk down the street, your plans are faulty at best. Somebody's going to stick you up and take your food. Then you have nothing. You don't have have a pack, you don't have water, barely escape with your life. Now what you gonna do? Yeah, but you had it all worked out. You had it all prepped, right? That word suddenly is gonna, suddenly you had nothing. Suddenly you shall own nothing and be happy. Oh, it was unimportant then. Remember me? No, I don't. Not until your ass is on fire screaming. I'll remember that. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of men. And we are in the Feast of Tabernacles right now. All right? For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, whether with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. All right? Are you out already? All right. You have a great rest of your day. Good as it can be. I said as good as it can be. Yeah, it's still early. All right, you too. Could be a Jake. We're in the time of it could be a Jake. Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. This is where we should be right now, right? You should be able to see that the end is here and that you got an escape route. There's only one escape route, right? And few there be that find it. Right, here it is. We're sitting out here screaming and yelling, but very soon we won't be. Well, where's that guy at? Where's that crazy guy? I'll listen to him now. Guess what? It's too late. My tongue is cleaving to the roof of my mouth. All right? So with that, anyway, repent and be converted. That's the answer. Here's the message. Repent and be converted. There it is. Are you going to do it? Probably not. No, you're proud. You're proud. We'll see, though. It's all good. If I can make it to slavery, if I can make it to the plantation, punch the clock, I'm better than the next slave. Then universal basic income hits your ass and everybody's getting 2 G's for doing the same amount of work. Well, I stayed home all day and did nothing and I got 2,000. You went to work and worked all day, you got 2,000? That's where we're at. Anyway, so with that, we hope that the lecture edify you brothers and few sisters. All praise is due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the Aquath out there listening and learning, being a pillar of rest and not a pillar of stress. All right? Shalom to the 144,000 elect and the 1/3. All right? Shalom.